just kind of want you to picture this. Let's just say you have 2 daughters. Jersey, Sailor.
Yep.
Let's just say Jersey gets married. Okay, she gets married. Guy comes in, marries her, right? So your little girl leaves the house. Let's just say 5 years later, let's just say this guy, let's call him Bob. Bob just racks up a bunch of debt. Just racks up a ton. Just gets a bunch of credit cards, just racks up a bunch of debt. Gets a nice big house. Probably can't afford it, but he gets a big house. And all of a sudden, just one day, just leaves your daughter. Without even like one night, everything's gone. Clothes are gone, and just leaves Jersey with a bunch of debt. First of all, how would you feel about Bob? If you ever saw Bob on the street, what would you do to Bob?
You don't want to know.
He cares.
See what he did. Why would you want to hurt him?
I hurt my daughter. I put her in a bad spot.
So if you don't get life insurance and you die unexpectedly, what would be the difference between you and Bob?
Oh. That's good.
Right?
We're using that.
Got chills.
Right? Was he thinking about this all day?
Because he has 4 daughters.
That's right. Right? That's good.
That's good. We need to add that to the CD.
One thing that also is kind of, I always talk about being a gambler, saying, hey, look, I mean, if I was a gambler, because I like to tell people, especially you're young, Brandon, you're young, the fact is, if I was to gamble whether or not you die, I would put all my money that you're not going to die in the next 10 years. If I was to gamble, that's for sure what I do, because I don't think you're going to die in the next 10 years. You're young, you're healthy. But here's the thing, is if you do die, who would you be hurting the most?
Family.
Your family. So the question you have to ask is your family worth gambling on?
No.
That's the reason why you want to get. Because I don't think you're going to die either. But the fact is, if you do die, you're going to hurt your family. So is your family worth gambling on? No. Okay, that's why you get taken care of. So anyways, that's what I think.
It's kind of crazy, though. Knowing what I know now in this business, it's pretty dang likely you could die like any time, man.
For sure.
Your life in somebody else's hands.
I mean, I got bit by a I got attacked by a dog 2 weeks ago.
Who does that? Who ever gets bit by dogs nowadays?
Hey, that rate. I mean,
for sure.
Stupid stuff like that can happen.
Rabies, right?
I don't know. I know that sounds kind of funny, but
Brandon starts foaming a little bit.
Every time he came home, he's like, I'm foaming, I'm coming.
Careful.
Yeah.
When I cuss, that's because of rabies.
When
I start cussing, control it.
No, hey, it's okay. So let's move on. And we're gonna have a couple of new people come up, right? We have a real special. Did the other guy show up?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which one it was. Joseph, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a couple people come up today. These are like brand new people in the business. I'm gonna have Joseph Tipson come out first. New agent in the business, he's got a big team going, and I kind of want to just kind of get to know his story, why he got involved. He's young, okay. So when you look at him, I remember him when he first came to the first meeting. I'm thinking, who's this 15-year-old coming to the parent meeting? Like, where's his parents at? And this is what I think is cool about him, is that now when you see him come to an AUT meeting, he's dressed in sharp. He looks put together. He actually looks like a young adult, and I just think that's so cool. I mean, it's just so he's definitely being an example to his team. So I kind of wanted him to come up first, just kind of why he got involved, where does he see himself going. So let's give it up for Joseph Timson.
Thanks for that. I appreciate it. The reality is I have grown up a lot. This company has made me grow up. And it's unexpected, and everyone has to do it. It's pretty amazing. I have a pretty big team going right now, and it's pretty cool. I think it's good. I think that one of the main things that I do personally that helps them is make them see where they need to be and not where they are. You want to make them thinking in their head where they need to be and where they're going to be. Because if they thought that they wouldn't get anywhere, they would never try. So whenever I have a new recruit, or when my team brings people, I tell them, get them thinking who they can bring next week. And that's one of the things that helps explode fast. I mean, Brandon sits here and tells us that we need to have 2 to 3 new recruits every month if we're serious. How many of us even bring new recruits at all? I mean, at this AUT meeting last Wednesday, he was talking to us, and he started out by saying we had 2 or 3 new recruits. I'm pretty sure that everyone in this room could bring 5 new recruits on Wednesday, and we don't do it, including me. And so when I was talking to Austin, he's my recruit that's not here, but I was talking to him, and he asked him how many people he said he was bringing. He said 3. And everyone else thinks that's really good, right? I said, Austin, you can bring 5 people next week, and I know you can, so why don't you do it, and I'll buy you dinner. If you know Austin, and he loves his Albertos, he'll definitely do that. So, on Wednesday, they were all late, but he walked in with 5 new people. I think he had more people here than all the rest of us did put together. And I just wonder how many of us actually take this serious. It's an amazing opportunity, and if we take it serious, have 2 new recruits a month and do 8 KTs every week, we will become what Brandon has. We will do better than him. My goal is to be better than Brandon. I want to be the youngest $1 million earner in this company. And I know that I'm not going to be lazy, and if I'm lazy, I'm not going to be able to do that. But that's one of the things. My story, I haven't really done much, so it doesn't mean anything. I'm still young in it, but I used to go to the gym with Jonathan Williams back there. Every week or so we'd hang out. We were missionary buddies. I'm still a missionary, but our missionary's a little bit different. And we were missionaries together, so we had a good relationship. So we'd go to the gym every week, and he said, I have this meeting, it's really important to me. And so in my head, I'm thinking, okay, we can do that. Maybe I'll stay in the car or something. But we went to this meeting, and he said, we don't have to go, but it's important to me. When that, in my head, that says, okay, if it's important to him, of course we're going to go, right? So if you guys make this what you want it to be, if you make it and you take it serious, that's how everyone will look at you in the company. So I came to the meeting, and it was a good meeting. I have in my high school, at our local high school down in Arizona, we have a personal finance class, and it basically teaches you everything that we learn here, and it's pretty amazing. When I come here and I see this, and I see that we teach families, I've learned probably 5 times more than I've ever known, and I know nothing. There's so much more to learn about our finances, and when I sit and talk to my mom, her finances are awful. I sit there and give her crap about it all the time, and I'm trying to help her. I'm doing the best I can, but I got to get licensed. But I came with Jonathan, and then the next week he said we were going down Thursday because he was already going down, so we went down again. And after that meeting, I said, how could I not do it? Went out to the car, and I said, Jonathan, how do I get started? This is what I want to do. But that's how I got here. It's amazing to be here, and I'm very grateful for it. I think that we need to get our personals up. I think we're all slacking. I think it's pretty bad. And our new recruits are outperforming us. He brought 5, we brought 3 altogether, I think it was. So I'm very grateful to be here, and it's a pleasure to work with you, Brandon and Jeff.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Hey, how many do you have on your team right now? Just real quick.
I think it's 15.
Good job. And then I was
3
gonna
months.
Yeah, very good. You say you've grown up a lot.
Yeah.
How has that helped you so far? Are people that know you seeing it, and are they going, what the heck's gotten into you? I mean, are they starting to see that? Have you seen that yet? Are people starting to take you more serious? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I am coaching a basketball team right now for one of the high schools, and we have a game today. But the coach that I work with, she's always, whenever she says Joey or anything like that, she'll take it back and say, no, it's Joseph now. He's growing up, and it's kind of like that. Everyone sees it, and I don't know. My mom's not too bad about it, but like most, but it's good.
She'll come around.
Good. Yeah, she'll come around.
Good job, man. Proud of you.
Thank you.